Upon returning from the Divine Realm, you will find Ashina Castle has broken out into a war between the Ashina soldiers and the shinobi that invaded earlier. Make your way down to the old grave sculptor's idol. Next, to the left of the house with the broken roof, near the lowest cannon tower, you will find Blackhat Badger up against a tree surrounded by 3 dead shinobi. Okay. That means that we can find him, so let's do that. Of course, I leapt into the house where we previously saw him, but he wasn't there. Let's do that. I hate it when you're like so close, but so far away. It's kind of funny, I basically swam past the pot noble in Hirata, like basically within the first couple of hours of the game. I didn't realize. There he is. He's literally there. God's sake. Finally it died down again. Hopefully it doesn't re-trigger here. Okay. Here's take 2 of this.
Mujina. Omega. Maitaze. ネズミが多すぎら。うじゃうじゃ湧いてきやがった。よほど一心が怖かったかよ。おかげでらしくもねえことをしちまったぜ。何があった？ネズミどもがよ。知性ガキまで切ろうとしやがって。ついなガキを助けてこのざまで黒笠のムジナ様も焼きが回ったがね。おめえにゃ礼をしねえとな。俺のカバネを勝手にあされ渡すのが面倒だ。
Oh man. There we go. I did like his questline, and well, once you get the context about his own kid and the way that he basically gave his life to protect Kuro, that's really cool. Blackhat, it's been an honor. Let me head back up, and then we'll see what he's got for us. I didn't see that part of it. Just looked up where to find him. I think I'll probably have to rest. Of course, it was called Old Grave, and it was his final resting place. I thought resting would be enough, but it seems not. Maybe I have to travel somewhere and then come back. Maybe something has to happen, I don't know. Ah. Okay. Mibu balloon made in the year of the Dragon Spring pilgrimage, sealed with a prayer for healthy upbringing. Burst the white Mibu balloon while clasping in one's hands in prayer. Those splashed with the water will enjoy increased gains of all sorts for a time. On it is crudely scrawled, to Tenkichi from Badger. I would have to assume that's probably his son, but... Damn, the story of Blackhat Badger, huh? These guys were absolutely destroyed. Did not think that was going to happen. We'll be fine. So that's that one. Next up, we have the Bloody Surgeons. Now, this one I'm doubtful I can even complete, but I want to have a look. It's one of the only outstanding things left. Okay, this one's not quite as interesting as I thought. So I was right in my first assumption that you basically have to send another NPC to him. One of them is indeed the big guy who died after we killed Orin of the Water. And then the other one, it says you have to give Kotaro the red and white pinwheel before it becomes possible to send him to Dojin. But I swear I have it, and I had an option, but I'd kind of rather not. Basically, after the task is fulfilled, Dojin will give Sekiro lump of fat wax times 3. I mean, it's like, we got that already, so I don't really give a shit. Let's have a look at Kotaro, because it kind of stems from there. I like this guy anyway, so I'd rather not have had him. So I have the Taro Persimmon, right? Hold on, let's have a look at things here. I think it still goes down as a quick item. No? Yeah, okay. Retrieve the red and white pinwheel, which I already have, no? It keeps mentioning this pinwheel, surely I have it. Yeah, I do have it. Maybe I shouldn't have... Wait, no. Progress through Anayama's questline by paying him and then reporting the samurai's need for salt to him. He'll ask Wolf to find him a strong man who can help him pillage the corpses. Yeah, I mean, I did all of that. But I think I just didn't do it in the right order. And now I think Anayama is dead, because like his shop and everything is gone. So basically this one I kind of miss out on. Let's just see what happens now. Yeah, okay, fine. I kind of prefer this version of events, like the one where he kind of stays in the illusory hall. I guess he seems happy enough, he's chilling. And there's at least one other guy there that maybe we'll become friends with later. But for reference, I'm not going to go back and do this one. But I'll tell you what happens. Basically, let's have a read here. It says, progress through Anayama's questline by paying him the 10, and then reporting the samurai's need for salt, which we did. He'll ask Wolf to find him a strong man who can help him pillage the corpses on the battlefield. So yes, I did all of that. But as I say, I messed up on the order. I couldn't have known. Then you go to Senpo Temple and give him the red and white pinwheel. So this is before you spirit him away. And then you tell him about Anayama the peddler. Then you visit Anayama and he'll have new items in his stock. Then, after defeating the divine dragon, Kotaro will be found dead, and Anayama will offer Sekiro his promissory note, his last piece of product that discounts the price of all the items sold by merchants. So basically, at the expense of Kotaro dying, you end up getting this item, which, I don't know. Then if you send him to Dojin, at Senpo Temple, again, you give him that. And if you give him the red and white one, that will lure him to the abandoned dungeon. Then, you continue the Bloody Surgeon's quest, and he wants red carp eyes. Then, eventually, swim to the first island where 3 Ashina soldiers used to be to confront a hostile red-eyed Kotaro. Killing him here awards Sekiro with a unique red lump. Fights like a bell-wielding Toro soldier can be spirited away with the divine abduction. If Kotaro is spirited away via divine abduction to the Halls of Illusion before he receives the white pinwheel, he won't give Wolf any reward. We've already done that. If his surroundings are attacked while Kotaro is in the Halls of Illusion, the Kusabimaru will hit a barrier, suggesting that in the end he was reunited with the Divine Children. After the Divine Dragon is defeated, Ashina will be assaulted one last time by the Central Forces. Anayama, having lost everything to the invaders, offers Wolf his last piece of product. Wait, so he's still there? I swear I went to where he was before. Wait a minute. This is interesting, because I did not assume that. So I think I can still get this. This might be my favourite outcome, honestly. I could swear he was... Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, we'll take that. But he's dead. Maybe I took it already. Maybe I already have this note and I haven't realized. Yeah, so just as again, as a note, the promissory note requires Kotaro to have been sent to him to work and is only available for purchase during the last encounter with him during the siege on Ashina Castle. Gives Wolf a 10% discount with all merchants. Does not affect prosthetic tool upgrades. Okay. Again, not the end of the world here. That's fine. And I think with that, that kind of ties up everything I had ongoing. I don't want to research the serpents too much. I'm a bit kind of worried about that. I feel like that might affect an ending or something, or like I'll be told of an ending that I wasn't aware of, so I kind of want to watch out for that. How did he... Get out of here. So I think with that, I'm generally finished, right? Ooh. Forgot that there was one up there as well. Now, let me think. I would have loved to have had one more prayer bead. That would have been nice. I'm going to do one final kind of thing here. It's a good mix of experience, and as long as I'm slow and I'm careful, it's not too bad. Okay, I think we might have to go around it. This is, I guess, a piece of it I probably haven't been to. Let's have a look. Okay. I think we need to spend a little bit of time with this, honestly. Press managed to land anything there. Okay. Where is it? There it is. Now, is there a point to get back up here? It probably has 2 death blows. The first... Oh. Ah, that's a bit lame. Okay. It's not a crazy amount of damage. I think we can deal. Yeah, we should be fine. Ah, that should have hit. Come on. Shitty ball. Okay, I guess I expected a little more of a reaction to that. Okay. It's gonna run away to heal itself? That's smart. That's smart. Yeah, okay. I see, that's clever. That's clever. Okay. Let's grab this stuff. Okay. And then 2 can play that game because I'm going to get out of here. Just land another death blow. My plan was to see if it gives you the opportunity to death blow. Yeah, took the hit. Yeah, so since we have direct access back to it from here, I'm happy to just... Because I would like one final prayer bead, but before we do that, the main reason I didn't go for it, because I had over 2,000, and I wanted to make sure I did this. Yeah, it just costs too much and I keep wasting too much of it. Wrong move. You know what? I ain't got time for this shit. So I'm going to play very aggressively, probably die as a result, but I want to stop it from getting away from me. But you can see just how quickly you just run out of stuff. Yeah, so I'm taking these hits. Look at its health bar. Just look at it. Seriously, look at its health bar. God's sake. There you go. Ooh. Nice. Alright. That's very good. So yeah, against Isshin, we will take all of the vitality we can get and posture. So let's do that. Honestly, you can probably go up to like 20. That's the 9th one, so it's probably 10 in total. Means 4 more prayer beads, bloody hell. Alright, skills, what else? Alright, I think I'm gonna probably wrap things up here, and then next session will be the Isshin session, and we'll see how far we can get, because this session was supposed to be the Demon of Hatred one, but I killed him much quicker than I thought, and so I had another couple of hours to just sort of tie up loose ends and see what else I could do. But I think, like, for example, I could try to find 4 more prayer beads or do that kind of thing, but I feel like I don't really need to. If I'm going to beat Isshin, I don't think 4 prayer beads is going to be the difference, and so I think I'm going to probably just start to go for it here and just see how we do. What's up everybody, how's it going? It's Burke, aka Dan's Great here, and welcome to what I am hoping will be the final session of my first run of Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. And I say that because the only thing standing between me and completion, I believe, is Isshin himself. And so we've had 2 or 3 encounters against him just to see what was going on, and clearly he is incredibly tough. And so the last session was dedicated to trying to beat Demon of Hatred, which I managed to do in about an hour or so, which surprised me. But Isshin, I think, is a worse matchup for me, and he is designed to be, obviously, the final boss of the game, from what I know. And so there are multiple endings to this game, and there's multiple bosses I've yet to fight. And so for that kind of thing, we will see what happens once the credits roll. But for now, the priority is to try and defeat Isshin if I can. And if that leads to seeing the credits and completing the game, that's perfect. If it doesn't, and it leads to an even more problematic boss that I just wasn't aware of, then fair play, we'll do our best. But that's generally the goal of this session, to see if we can do that. So I think I've kind of cleared out everything that I can. In terms of side quests, I've done everything I think that I've already basically started and I couldn't continue. I do know that for the Inner Sanctum and the Divine Child of Rejuvenation in there, there's still more to do. That quest line's not finished, but I'm kind of scared that it's going to be related to an ending or something like that. So I've decided to leave that one alone. And what I will do, as I've been saying, I've got numerous saves from all over the place, and so I will kind of reload saves. And that one seems to be quite a significant side quest, so I'll try to make sure I see the path and the conclusion of that one. So for now, where was it again? Yeah. All right. I think we just gotta go for it. We've got to put our reps in. We've got to feel the battle out a bit more, see if there's anything I can do. Spot any weaknesses, spot any specific attacks that I can try and bait out. That's basically what Demon of Hatred ended up being, where it was more of a safe, calculated kind of approach. Genichiro, one of the other, well, for me still, I think my favorite boss battle of the entire game. It was just epic. That one was less so, I think, than the other one. But with Isshin, I feel like I can't do what I did for Demon of Hatred. I feel like they're a different kind of battle. And so I'm going to have to figure it out and see which kind of approach is going to work best. And, well, whether I can even execute that. Because what I do know is that Isshin is notoriously difficult. Like, there's people that have never been able to beat him. People who've required multiple sessions over days to defeat him. I think especially for a first-time player of the game, it's gonna be tough. So we'll see. I mean, I don't know if any of these tools are particularly good. We're just gonna have to see. These ones cost 2. But yeah, I want to just see a few things here. You know, I do remember this worked, and I remember this worked. We don't know what kind of statuses we're going to deal with. We haven't even taken a death blow yet from him, so I think it's too early to try and kind of prepare too much here, because we just don't know what we're dealing with, really. But I do have these. If I really want one, if I'm very close to the end, I probably could. So we'll see. And I do have 48 of these. It may be worth it, I don't know. But we'll see what we can do. I think we've got to start from somewhere. See how that goes. I just feel like this one is so slow that I probably can't do too much with it. How do I... This one I literally haven't used yet. Hold L in opposite direction of the enemy. Okay. Well, that's while locked on, so... Okay. Let's just get in there. See what we can do. The trouble is we have 4 death blows. So we basically have to start getting through Genichiro without even really... Oh, that range is phenomenal. So this is a fantastic start here. This is how you want to start a session in which you have to defeat the hardest boss in the game. Obviously we have to get better at Genichiro anyway, so...
その力だ。君にじらせはせるぞ。
Ah, I mistimed that. Gotta jump. Dude is literally designed to be easy. Like, you can tell even if first time playing that badly I beat him. It's kind of funny, like, it's almost a proof of how, despite everything he's been doing, he hasn't been able to truly find, like, the right path in terms of strength. Yeah, in the end I was powerless. It's kind of wild that it happened. Sekiro! He just strikes fear in the hearts of men. I mean, look at this guy. What a fucking gangster. How am I supposed to deal with that? Let's see what happens here. Okay. So basically it will help me take maybe a fifth of a health bar. Let's say I'm really right at the end. And I'm like really in need here. Yikes. Yeah, I do think that's one thing. Like, he's obviously so confident, like hyper confident, you could probably trap him into a little bit of that stuff. But you can see, I mean, damage-wise, not much is helping here. So we'll try and punish his kind of confidence here. And well, my logic... Oh my god, what a move. My logic is that if I can take away his health like that, then it gives me more of a chance to build up his posture gauge. And it won't fall. So for now, we're just focusing on the first death blow. Can we get it? You see what I mean? Like, he just sits there basically after those moves. Those strikes are just so nice though. They were like such cleanness and purpose. It's really like, it's nice to watch. It's a thing of beauty. It really is. He's awesome. Alright. Ah, this time he... The one move where he did like that, he actually strafed away a lot. But in terms of raw HP, you're seeing I gave him all of the spirit emblems I had. And it didn't really help. Like, it's barely halfway. So... Ah, whoa. I keep jumping for that. I'm never going to learn that. That's been a problem since the very beginning. From the very, very beginning. timing on that was very nasty. Okay. So I think, again, in terms of establishing whether doing damage is worth it or not, yeah, Hatred guy we took away with damage in the end, I think. But with him, I'm not so sure. Like that, I don't think it's going to help me that much. Yeah, so I still feel like, ultimately, probably want to still do that stuff. I'm just worried about, there's obviously going to be some kind of lightning phase that there has to be. But to be fair with that one, I guess lightning's weirdly good where if you really are used to dodging, like doing the counter, like it's a huge advantage. Ah, you see me press circle there because I was trying to get the Mikiri stomp. Oh my god. That was unlucky, man. Basically, they are Mikiri counters, but their timing is different. So Genichiro, you're seeing at least, you know, we are taking hits, but we're able to get through them a bit more quickly. Oh, I thought I dodged that. I was nowhere near that. Get out of here. I'm not sure what that one is. It doesn't look like a thrust attack. It looks like a sweep. My eye. Oh, staggered too much. Why did I stagger so much? Again, just when I got the window. There you go, first death blow. That's something. Now I'd like to get away, please. Okay. I will face you, good sir. Oh, what is that? Oof. That combo's horrendous. It's harder to get a read on him, obviously, because he's using a sword and a spear at the same time. But there you go. I mean, if we got a death blow within like 3 attempts, I'd say that's okay. And well, the spark plus double Ichimonji is still putting in work, even at this stage. So I think, again, the key is to try to save it for later forms. And just kind of see how we do. Too much. So now I'm going to start to throw away deaths because I'm trying to basically get better at the Genichiro form, where I'm basically kind of minimal to no hits. And I keep thinking I can interrupt him with enough hits there, so he took 3 of my normal R1s and he doesn't get interrupted. So it has to be Ichimonji. So I think we come in and we immediately interrupt him with Ichimonji if we can. And then we get on the front foot. So every time I see that attack, I have to try and stop it with Ichimonji. It was a split second. If that Ichimonji hit, I was getting the death blow, but he got one instead. It sucks to die to Genichiro, because obviously I know I can beat him, but it's one of these annoying battles where you have to throw away a lot of deaths against Genichiro in the pursuit of getting better against him, because there's just no point in me wasting a bunch of resources to beat Genichiro and then have nothing left for 3 death blows against Isshin. It's just not going to happen. Again, went too quick. You see, like I kind of did like a dodge thing towards him. So that one's really cheeky because you hear the sound cue and it's later than you think after the sound cue. Like most of the Mikiri counters don't work like that, I think. You kind of have to hear the sound cue, wait half a second, and then Mikiri counter, but to me that's not intuitive. Like once I started getting a little bit better at the Mikiri counters, it was only when it was a bit more of the like you hear the cue and you can just press circle and you get the counter. Here is different. That's one way to avoid that one, but I hate that move, I really do. It's some bullshit. That's bullshit too. No. Yeah, depending on what moveset he uses as well, he goes from being like 4 out of 10 to 10 out of 10. There you go, you see, I was slightly later that time and it worked. Ah, you dick face. Look at that posture gauge. So getting these quick deaths out of the way against Genichiro. I hate it because it brings my overall death counter up, but these are necessary. At the end of the day, whether you die to Genichiro or Isshin, it doesn't ultimately make too much of a difference, but it just feels shitter to die earlier in the fight. But I'm basically almost not healing at all and just trying to keep all of my resources for Isshin. I think he has more of a randomness to his moveset than I originally thought. I think I got a bit lucky the first few attempts. His counter punching with the arrows, for example, like when he leaps back in arrows, sometimes he does it, sometimes he doesn't. If he does that a lot, then you're way more likely to get punished. But hey, I'm not too concerned. If I've already gotten a death blow on Isshin in 3 attempts today, we'll have a chance. Again, I was round him. Oh, the range is so wide on that one. It's not long, but it's wide. Oh, screw you, I've had enough. Off. Keep having these like split-second deaths. Again, if the long spark was literally 0.1 seconds earlier, he would have been blinded and I would have finished him off. I was like, you know what, let's just use an emblem because he's beaten me like 7, 8 times in a row now. Let's just see Isshin again. Always got to regress before you can proceed in these games. Always the fucking same. I love it, but I hate it. Always the same shit.